Hey, welcome back as we talk about some of the happenings this past weekend, especially here in Europe and specifically in France, with the Pacific Islanders taking over the French city of Lyon. WWE's BackLash was the setting of one of the most exciting events outside of America, here in Europe, and by the euphoria it created. All of this in this week's Pacific Island Roots, plus the American celebration of Pacific Islanders month of May. Wow, can't wait.
Let's turn on the Pacific Island heat.
To those Pacific Island roots will track the heat of your feet, the sound of your beat, even through rain and sleet.
We are coming for you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, the sold-out crowd from Lyon showed a different side to professional wrestling that we're not quite gotten used to here in Europe. So let's talk about how during this celebration of Pacific Islanders month of May in the US, with WWE showcasing these performers in France. So as you know, May is officially Pacific Islanders, American Asians, and Native Hawaiian month in America.
Oh, I like that.
That is great. It is. We'll talk about Tanga Loa joining the Bloodline with Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga, plus Jey Uso's superstar treatment from the best singing and dancing audience in the world.
Yeah, unbelievable.
But first, Tanga Loa rescues the Bloodline on this historical first pay-per-view streaming of WWE's BackLash from Lyon, France, with an incredible, lively crowd with a Madison Square Garden atmosphere, and even more.
Wow, yeah, it sure was.
We know that the new tribal leader is Solo Sikoa, which means losing has consequences.
Yeah.
So it looks like the Bloodline is adding a new member in winning the street fight in Lyon with Tanga Loa surprise.
Oh, yeah, what a surprise.
The anticipated match between Randy Orton, Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, started out with chaos in the street fight, meaning no disqualification, no count-out street fight, which was reminiscent of Tama Tonga's and brother Tanga Loa's family history.
Oh, very amazing. I like it.
So toward the end of this incredible, punishing brawl, it became evident that the Bloodline were about to lose to Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. But before the referee could count to 3, in steps Tanga Loa to rescue the Bloodline from the jaws of defeat.
Oh, that was amazing for the Bloodline. Good rescue from Tanga Loa.
Yes, as for former Bloodline and fellow Pacific Islander Jey Uso, his entrance into the LDLC arena will go down in history as the best entrance for a WWE live event or even contact sports globally.
Oh, yeah.
You need a Pacific Islander to be able to pull off this type of total social participation around the world.
Man, incredible. Oh, it was rocking. Electricity everywhere.
Yeah, I guess you can assume correctly that this historical night's European flair in France will be remembered for a long time, and that WWE will be back soon again. As for the Bloodline and its current state, even with Solo Sikoa as tribal leader, it looks as the future with Tama Tonga, Tanga Loa, and Paul Heyman are slowly taking shape. They are all treading carefully because their future is still being written, and losing has consequences.
Yeah, losing has consequences, I'll tell you. We'll be going over it now.
Yes.
Hey, pretty good. That was good job. Let's talk
man.
about what
Thanks,
are we going to talk about here.
Well, we'll play a soundbite of the LDLC arena's
please.
awesome audience, plus a little of Jey Uso's entrance music and the reaction from the crowd and their singing. I gotta say, they were really good.
Oh, yes.
It has to be the best I've ever heard in such a long time. With an audience. I'm just used to Pacific Islanders, rugby teams singing live.
Oh, yeah.
And the fans singing together with them. That's hard to top.
No.
But this one, where they're actually singing along to his his entrance music.
Yeah,
That
yeah. Gotta play.
I hate to say it, but this was awesome. This
Yeah,
was
yeah.
really good, and
Yeah.
I gotta tip my hat off to the
Yeah.
fans out there in Lyon, France. Man.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome job.
Yeah, so we'll play that, and then you will say a little bit of about this month in America, this
yes.
Pacific Islanders month.
Of course.
Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, and we'll talk about a little bit of that because it's important for a lot of people that don't really know us Pacific Islanders and
Very
of course, American Asians and
Yeah,
also Native Hawaiians
yeah.
that are
Very-
being celebrated in America for this. But first, let's
For
go
a
to
month.
that.
Okay.
We'll try a soundbite of some of the noise of the LTFC BackLash arena.
Yeah, I put it up here as we celebrate Pacific Islanders month.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, man. Electric, man. And the people went crazy. We'll put a link on this video because you gotta hear it, without me talking. But I'm just talking so that, just telling you, like, amazing. Look at him, man, just giving it up, man. And they're dancing and singing at the same time.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
incredible. Here's the last 7 seconds of the whole thing.
Oh, yes. Amazing. So that was what was happening in France this past weekend, and there was a lot of things that happened in around the world that had something to do with Pacific Islanders, especially in Tonga. First time they had a Pacific Island rugby team match from the Super Rugby Pacific performed or played in Tonga because they are New Zealand teams. They went out there because they are teams from New Zealand and Australia. So it was nice to see. We'll do another video on that one, but we wanted to mention that we'll do this one now about the Pacific Islanders.
Yeah,
Celebration month and Native Americans, Native Hawaiians.
Native Hawaiians, yes, and Asian American Pacific Islanders and Native Hawaiians. Yeah, you had it right.
Thank you. And we like this celebration because for a long time it was never recognized. And I'm glad that Barack Obama finally changed that because for me, Barack Obama is the first Pacific Island born
That is right.
president of the United States.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, take a look at it. We never mention that because we're always thinking, Hawaii is a state of America. And,
That is
we always say Hawaii. But we never really actually say Pacific Island.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they're changing that now because
Finally.
there's a lot of us out there, especially in America,
Well, it is a wonderful thing to be recognized, and to make it a month.
Oh, yes.
But you recognize this and you've made this an all year round thing, not just for 1 month, right?
Of course. And you know what? And I'm glad that they did that. I'm glad Barack Obama did that. But he did more than that because, for example, this topic I will do another different thing because I have like a minute left to talk about Pacific Islanders, and I can talk about Pacific Islanders for like 3 or 4 hours.
You
So
mean today only?
that would be for different content, so we won't put that in here.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is Barack Obama helped put this the first in the books, but it wasn't him, So you gotta thank of the people from Hawaii that has
Really?
helped change the thinking of everybody of the world.
And so we don't have much time, but
Yeah.
who in particular do you think?
Well, I think of that. So we have a few seconds left. So we have, for one thing, it's Daniel Inouye, former senator from Hawaii.
Whoa.
Daniel Inouye, who fought in World War II, and the second generation Japanese born in Hawaii,
Really?
who fought in World War II and got Purple Hearts. He won every medal out there. He was a hero to a lot of people in Hawaii.
Incredible.
And not only Hawaii, but the former president, Pacific Island president, is Barack Obama. So I put Daniel Inouye in that case too. He was not only of, born in Hawaii, but he was also a Pacific Islander. And there's a lot of people out there in Hawaii, And I know it's hard to how do you call it?
Identify maybe with being a Pacific Islander.
There you go. Yes, absolutely. And I hope that people from Hawaii, will also identify, even though you're born in Hawaii, but you will identify also with Barack Obama and also with Senator Daniel Inouye, like how I see them as Pacific Islanders. So that's it. And hope you like the content. Please make sure you subscribe and pass it on to your friends, and hope you recommend our channel. We'll see you later on our next content. Take it easy, everybody.
The Bloodline.
Hey.